Are you tired of mediocre haircuts and lackluster service? Look no further. Get ready to redefine your grooming game with the ultimate experience at No Grease Barbershop, conveniently located at Northlake Mall and Charlotte Premium Outlets. It's not just about a haircut, it's about the experience. No Grease Premium in Northlake sets a new standard for luxury with a full-service bar selection. Elevate your grooming experience even further with their signature drinks served during your service or while you wait. Whether you're looking for a classic fade, a timeless gentleman cut, or a bold modern style, No Grease Premium in Northlake got you covered with their design and color specialists. Let's not forget about the importance of routine self-care for men. Their partnership with Alpha Male Nail Care, exclusively at No Grease Premium, offers manicures and pedicures as a part of your routine grooming. Visit No Grease Barbershop at Charlotte Premium Outlets or Northlake Mall today, and make sure you tell them that the Black Dads Club sent you. It was funny though, today in the group chat, 2 days ago, all the dudes was talking about like when you need to ask your wife something that she gonna say no to, how you gotta wait for the right time. Like
we gotta do what they do, fellas. Just do what the women do when they ask for something.
Give up some ass.
There you go. After she comes, that's when you ask. That's when you ask. You gotta do what they do. The same thing women do to us.
Man, yeah,
it's the exact same thing. Like I don't know why we play like the ladies don't. Like it's always like when she's super nice to you, be like, what is this about to cost me?
Yeah, absolutely.
How much is this about to be?
How much is this going to cost me? All right, here we go. Starting the pod.
Women, I wanted them. They never wanted me. But when I met my girl, you know what I'm saying? Shout out wifey, I love you so much. She chose me. She wanted me. We met on some natural shit, bro. I never even told our story on any kind of interview, bro. I met her one day at the beach, bro. It was a beach party down the shore. It was just a regular day. I was with my bro, Eric, and we was drunk as hell. They was drunk as hell. So I'm just thinking like, oh, we just met each other. We bumped each other. We just had a little vibe. I got a number. That was it. I ain't speak to her for months after that, bro. We just had little side texts here and there, or just little messages on the gram, and that was it. And then one day she just took a chance on me, bro. We went to go see a movie. We went to go see Smile. That was the first movie date we went on, and from there she been stuck with me. And she chooses me every day. She wakes up and actively chooses me. She go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over me. Oh, the slightest little thing.
That man smiling. Like you can hear the smile in his talk.
Absolutely.
Fellas, if you got a woman that's out there that's like that really cares about you, that just like really wants you to be all about her, be all about her, bro. Because at any point in time, she could be with some other. She could be doing something with somebody else.
What you mean?
He lost it in. Like she could be aside. Like
is true, though.
That is a defeatist attitude. Like,
well, he telling the truth though.
I mean, bro, everybody can. Up until a certain point. I'm gonna tell you, when you get in your 40s, life changes. I'm telling y'all dudes out here.
What does that mean?
What?
That life changes.
Life changes. Like it just the environment change, your metabolism change, your energy levels change, your body changes. Like how you feel in the morning change, your tolerance level changes. So like I see a lot of people struggle at my age with dating, and I'm like, yo, it's a different environment. Like they still expect the same environment when they 25, and it's like, yo, it's not the same. Yeah. 35 is like the last run. Like for real, that's like the last run, man. The 40s, everything is different. So yeah, it's a defeat. Hey, I was with him up until the end where he was just like, man, she could be with somebody. Like, bro, I'm not dating my woman worried about losing her. I'm not guarding.
Well, you should. House. I think everybody should guard your house, and you should treat people.
No. You can be aware, but like, yo, man, like women are adults, man. Like we give women all the agency in the world until it's like, oh, is she gonna leave me? Then it's like, oh shit, all this is on me now.
What I took from what he was saying is, see, you be seeing the cup half empty, man. This is why I'm on the spot. I took it as what he was saying, like, yo, appreciate her because she could be with somebody else. She chose you. Like he started with she chose you. So it's like, yo, treat her. You know, it's funny because my wife made it very difficult for me to date somebody else.
Yes.
I would say that. I tell everybody that. I'm like, we work together. When she stopped working together, we hung out all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when those 2 or 3 days, I'm like, oh, let me get a break. She was still like, all right, if he only got 2 or 3 days to date somebody else. Yeah. And them shits was on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Exactly. Yeah. You're not getting them Fridays. You're not getting Saturdays off. You're not even getting Sunday afternoons off.
So, and she was always with me. You knew, because when Mike be like, yo, let's all go out and grab a drink. Here go this girl walking behind me. Yeah. But she was cool. You know what I'm saying?
But I do like what he's saying, though. Like, definitely choose women that choose you. For sure.
Oh, facts.
For sure.
Yeah, because if you go the opposite way, choosing a chick that don't choose you, then
you gonna be tricking or simping.
Pick one.
Pick one. Choose the lane. Choose the lane that you want to go down.
Or you're gonna be creepy.
Or creepy, or creepy.
Yeah,
don't be creepy.
Man, stop believing this. Oh, I want a guy that's gonna chase me and prove to me. Don't believe none of that.
No. They
you get to pick option
choose the
A.
woman that chooses you, bro. Because like all that other stuff they have you doing. One of my friends is funny. When I was on the way over here, she was listening to Poor Minds.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. They fine selves. So she was listening to the episode when they was in London, and a woman from London was saying how she loves being in America. Basically, how easy we are as American men. We fucking layups for attention and accents, right? But one of the things that she was saying,
I hate them accents, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of like the London accent.
Oh, I thought I was about to say you like them from a certain part of the country.
Oh no, yeah. I'm trying to stay away from that
that narrative.
The narrative. I'm trying to stay. All right, back to the topic. All right, long story short. Anyway, so the woman was abstinent, right? So she's not even masturbating, right? Right. So guy moves in downstairs. She was like, the moment she saw the guy, she was like, yeah, I'm probably about to ruin my abstinence, Lord. Right? And like, that's the truth, right? When a woman chooses you, bro, like that's what it looks like. Yeah. There is no hoops to jump through. There is no, I'm abstinent while you taking me out to, top restaurants. It's just like, yo, when she chooses you, like it's a better environment, which is why we played the video. And I agree. It's just that, at the end of the day though, like, yo, your wife do have to choose you every day because, if at the end, if she does choose somebody else, well, I mean, the shit's going to be kind of dead. Yeah. There's nothing you can do.
I want to welcome everybody to episode 147 of the greatest podcast in North Carolina and South Carolina, because I don't even know if they got pods down there.
Don't do my people like that, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What you been up to, man?
I haven't been up to anything, man. I'm chilling, bro.
Did you play the game yesterday?
Yeah. We're 5-0. South Carolina's 5-0. Recruiting not really going the way it needs to go right now.
That's in real life. That's y'all football program in real life.
Like, recruiting not going the way it needs to go right now. Still learning the basics. Hey, man, college football is here, bro.
Is it good? Like, how is it? Because I ain't down.
I'm still, so when you first start playing, you still got to learn like all the nuances of like how to throw the passes and like how to. So I haven't figured all that out yet. So we'll take some time this afternoon. We'll grab some takeout today and figure the rest out.
Turn his back on his kid so he can play. Speaking
of
kid
free,
my first kid. Shout out to my nephew, bro. I went and played my PlayStation. I have not played my game in maybe 3 to 4 months. Bro, he done deleted all my games off my shit. I got Fortnite on there. I got Roblox on there. I got some other block game. I called Hayden. I said, hey, what happened? He's like,
he said, you weren't using it. You weren't using it, huh?
I said, yo, what are you doing? And I just laughed because the only reason why I laughed, and I told him, I was like, we're going to have to fix this. Because the only reason why I was cool with it is because I have all hard disks of my games.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. Yeah. Because my save stuff is on the cloud, but the game itself now, and for people who do not know, that means I have to go put the game back in, download it on everything. My thing, and wait 2 hours. Yeah. Like it's gonna take forever.
Why is it in the cloud? I do not use the cloud. I might need to use the cloud.
Oh yeah, it's genius. At least save your progress on games. So whenever you do download the games, the only problem is like
I don't have a lot of games though.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to re-download Grand Theft Auto, and they was like, nah, you got to pay for it this time. And I'm not paying $60 for Grand Theft Auto when I had the hard case in the thing.
That's insane.
We got 12 minutes to do a part of this section, and I think we could do it. Dad tip of the week, I will say this. Get you a wheel. Check your parents' wheel right after you check your wheel. Just a lot of changes going on around with people I know. And you know what? People of color especially. We always looking at wheels after people have died and gone, and just to realize they don't have one.
Yep.
And so please, that's just been replaying in my life for the last 6 months. So it's just that. This is the greatest image I've seen in a political. This image beats Obama's 2012, like the painting of his face when he ran. I change or whatever. What was it? I can. What was that shit?
Hope and change.
Vote black. Hope and change.
Was that hope and change? I think so.
This photo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Donald Trump being hold
with the black fist up.
That was beautiful. And I'm not a Trump supporter, so don't miss. This is gonna get chopped bad when we get off. I was listening to a Kanye song today, and the song is about I chose a route that got paid. It's the song with him in Consequence. Horrible song. But it's like, I chose the path that got me paid. Don't be mad at me. And the only thing I think is like, both of y'all lives have proved that to us. That's why the black community look at y'all funny. But I digress. I'm not a part of that community unless the bag is nice.
Unless they go get us paid.
Absolutely. Unless Donald Trump was at a rally last week, I believe. What was that, Thursday?
No, that was Saturday, wasn't it?
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, I'm certain this was Saturday.
And allegedly, there was a sniper, and it was an attempt on Donald Trump's life.
Yes.
Since then, Donald Trump has spoken. Since then, Joe Biden has spoken. Obama has spoken. Elon Musk has spoken a lot.
Oh, Elon can't get enough.
Elon is making the most of his money.
All that money is all Twitter? The people, all of Elon stands realizing that he created Twitter. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, this is so amazing! News comes here first since Elon has taken over." And we're like, "Yo, like that's literally the point of Twitter." Like even before I ever tweeted, like I think my Twitter account is like since 2012. Like I think it's like 12 years old. Okay, I just started using it.
That is true.
Like 6 months ago, because I only use it for the news, like especially sports stuff.
And the fuss at people. I follow you.
Well,
I'm a lurker on your page.
Yeah, now I'm actually engaging people. But for a decade, I just use it for news. Like if you want to find out if something was going on, the first thing you do is go to Twitter and go in the search bar.
Absolutely. I love the search bar. Never mind. Gets me in trouble. Do you believe this assassination attempt was real?
I mean, obviously it was real, right? We got dead people, so yeah, we got dead. So obviously it was real. I think a lot of people are. I think the left trolls like the right. Okay, like not the right trolls the left too, but like when the right trolls the left, they're being disingenuous. Like when the left trolls the right, like when they're saying, "Yo, this is stage and this is fake," they're literally just doing it because y'all have spent the last 6 years calling everything fake news. So like this is just a shot at them saying like, "Yo, this is like not real," but obviously, it is real. Now, what's crazy is it's real, but the kid or the man, we got to stop that.
Special white terrorist.
Yeah, domestic terrorist, right? So the man is 20 years old. He just registered to vote 2 years ago, and he registered to vote as a Republican. His family is Republican. All the kids that went to school with him is like, hey, he seemed like he was leaning to the right when he was in school. So his friends are saying he's a Republican. This has nothing to do with anybody outside of Republicans. All of this is Republican based. So real or fake, the dude, like, I'm so glad that it wasn't a Muslim. I'm so glad it wasn't a black person. So glad it wasn't, illegal immigrant, right? Like I am so glad, like crazy as it sounds, right? Like I don't think this is going to give him the bump that he need because these are your people.
This nigga is Tupac. He Omar.
These are your people, man. And it's like you have spent the last 6 years calling everything fake, being violent. Like somebody had made a list of like the last 20 things that Trump has done that has been like anti-peaceful, right?
Okay.
So Charlottesville rally, right? When somebody was killed, it's good people on both sides. Told the police to play it tough when things get to a certain point. Hit their head against the roof, something like that. I might be misquoting them on this one. Doing the rioting, right? When the looting start, the shooting starts, right? This is from the president, right? I'm gonna use the military for George Floyd, rallies. Protests. September, right? If I don't win the election, I can't guarantee it's gonna be a peaceful transition of power. Refuse to denounce QAnon, conspiracy theories, right? Who put every crazy conspiracy out there. Let's see here. When Governor Whitner was attempted to be kidnapped. Let's see here. During the presidential debate, Proud Boys stand back and stand by. The Save America rally on January 6th in the morning, which led to January 6th. So the fact that he's done all of this, and then there is a Republican on top of the roof attempting to shoot at him or shoot him, where's the liability in the right? Like, don't bring this to the left. And first off, I hate liberals. I can't stand. I'm not a liberal.
They're not that bad.
They're terrible, right? So, but I'm gonna make sure that all the responsibility is assigned to where it needs to be, which is with Donald Trump and the far right.
I'm gonna say it. I don't think it was real. I'm sorry.
Please don't clip that. I do not want the Eminem stands back in our comment section.
Oh, we're gonna get to them with Dr. Umar later.
Please, I do not want to see this again.
I just don't think it's real. Two things. The two people that died, I believe that's real. Let me put it like this. I can't put it past this man for 1 second to say, yo, let's get somebody crazy, attempt a shot or something, and we're gonna make this look good. Oh, by the way, I mean, we all seen Scandal. Come on, we seen Scandal. We've seen this story before. So it's just interesting. Now, what I thought was interesting was, I haven't been shot at before. I have been walking through a parking lot, walked past two group of guys who were fussing, and I spoke about this in church. I got about 20 feet away. Them niggas whipped out on each other.
Dang.
And I was just like, yo, I could have died. Because I don't know if anybody that's really heard a gunshot, it's loud as hell.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're just not expecting it. And I've heard other gunshots before, like literally outside of a door I was in, and it's super loud. So, saying that, when you are not expecting to be shot at and you hear a gunshot and it goes by your ear, so much so that you have to wear a bandage 3 days later on an ear that's fully intact, I'm going to let that rock. Yo, the first thing you don't do is just stand up and put your fist in the air and say, keep fighting.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're definitely going to milk.
Oh, you
this,
better.
Right? They're going to milk this. But the DNC needs to milk this as well, because again, they should look at this and understand this is how the Republican Party feels about one another. This has nothing to do with the left at all. The left doesn't have the rhetoric, the fiery rhetoric that the right have. Like, I just read you off a list of things of what they had. They're the only people that's like, yo, COVID's fake, the election's fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, everything is just fake. You know, the Hunter's laptop, like, everything is crazy, right? And then when it comes to this, they're like, well, of course he was shot in the head and God saved the king, right? Like, that's where they at with it. And this is their problem. I always say that around 2014, 2016, if you've ever read up on what happened in the UK between the Irish Republic and the UK, Ireland has wanted to be their own country, or Northern Ireland, and the British government's like, no, you're ours, and they fought domestic terrorism in that country probably like 50 years, and then I think in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, they basically just washed their hand and just say, all right, we're gonna let bygones be bygones. Y'all got to stop fighting us. And it's called the Troubles. It's one of the most interesting periods to read up on in the country. And I think, you know, if you want to know like where this country is heading, I would go read up on that, because we have a lot of similarities and parallels to the Troubles. And I always say one of the most obvious things to me that they're aware of the crazy right rhetoric in this country is that shooting that happened in Indiana, right? That guy saved tens, if not hundreds of people. To this day, we do not know who that guy was. That pulled out a pistol and shot somebody from across the mall, right? It's one of the hardest shots. Like, you have to be so skilled and trained to make that shot. Yeah. We had the shooting in North Lake Mall that tried to pop off. People have forgot about that, right? It's another good guy with the gun. Rumor has it that somebody was home on break from the military with their girlfriend, and their girlfriend are running down the shooter, right? You never saw them. So I think that, I mean, to not go down the whole QAnon rabbit hole, they're aware of what's going on in this country. And I think what you see with this assassination attempt and what we saw with what happened in Indiana, what we saw happen in Charlotte, what we see with the kid in Denver that blew himself up in the park, I think we're in the Troubles right now.
All right, let's take a little break right quick. Also, before we get back started, I am trying out something new today. Mike be in here sweating, so I turned the air on today, and I'm gonna edit out the air. If it sounds just as good then we're gonna keep the air on for Mike.
Appreciate you,
See,
bro.
I'll be looking out for
Appreciate
you, man.
you.
I was like, all right, I don't want Mike keep sweating in here.
Yeah, it be out of here.
That's when I know
With the
it be-
lights.
Yeah, the studio lights. Before we go to the next topic, Amber Rose. Boy, is Amber Rose one of my favorite.
I like Amber Rose.
I loved Amber Rose.
like
You know,
Amber
when she first came out, you know, chicks used to be like, oh, you kind of look like Amber Rose. And I used to be like, yo, this is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But over the years, yo, what Kendra say? Once a lame, always a lame. I've been noticing that a lot lately with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't never get it misconstrued that lames and cornballs don't get famous and rich.
Oh yeah. I think that's the biggest. I think that's like the biggest misconception is that when somebody's lame or we call somebody a simp, like people think that like that's just demeaning. It really isn't. Like simps are rich, bro.
Yeah,
you know how much money you need to be a simp. Do you know how much money you have to spend for
Dating.
a term that men use against other men to upset women?
Oh, facts.
Do you understand how much in the economy this person is? That if I call a man another name, everybody's like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Leave him alone.
Protect him at all costs. But yeah, you could be a rich lame. You could be a loser. It's a nigga right now who we all rock with. Who this boy's blowing up on socials. A lame.
Hey man, you gotta tell me who that is after the pod.
I will. And it's funny though. It is funny. But you know, I look at Amber Rose and I'm like, I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I'm like, yo, y'all see Amber Rose like talking about Donald Trump all the time? And she's supporting him. She mentioned, I was like, yo, when women figure out this, and I want to be very clear, I think I said when black women figure this out, they're gonna be hot. Amber Rose spoke at the RNC yesterday and Twitter was confused. I laughed because I'm like, she only been wearing a chain with his face on it for the last few weeks. This is what happens when we allow people to use and abuse our culture.
Ooh.
And then when they get to where they need to go, they resort back to what they look like.
Ooh.
For the last decade and a half, Amber Rose has played in black culture and got famous off of black culture, dibbled and dabbled in LGBTQ plus culture. Let me be very clear. She played in a field. She played in the black field. She played in the feminist field. And all of this wrapped into one is why I think black women need to stop playing with feminists and get in, you know, come home.
Yeah. I mean, Amber Rose is a hustler, right? I mean, didn't she start off as a stripper?
No, she started off as an underage stripper. That's who Donald Trump had up there yesterday. I want everybody to know Amber Rose started stripping at 15. She knew that she was dancing on grown men, having them commit acts of crime. I don't even want to get into what that looked like. So when you start listening to the morals of these people, whether it's Cardi B saying, yo, I was a stripper drugging and robbing niggas. If it's Amber Rose saying, hey, I was allowing men to fill me up and I'm stripping on them and I'm 15 in the club because I was a hood rat.
I did not know that part. I knew she was a sex worker of sorts.
Well, I laughed when Donald Trump had up there, she was a rapper and influencer. Because the joke would have been
She's a rapper.
I have never heard Amber Rose spit one rap.
Has she spoken on anybody's album? Like her baby daddy? Has she used a voice on there?
No, I don't think
So
Wiz is not. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, look, man.
Rapper influencer. Just put sex worker up there.
Yeah, I mean,
Former sex worker.
I mean, they might as well put sex worker up there. I mean, Donald Trump had sex with a porn star, right?
Yeah, this is right on brand.
Yeah, this is on brand. This is why I always laugh at Democrats when they virtual signal and be like, "Oh, we're not gonna run a John Edwards because he cheated on his wife." And it's like, yo, like these people, they literally have a guy up there that have sex with porn stars. Not mad at her, not shaming anybity. All right,
sex works is real work.
Yeah, like Tiana Trump, absolutely. Like if the rate is low, I mean, I'd pick it up. So
what's low?
It's the rate. If the rate is low,
low enough for you.
Yeah, low enough for me. It's not low.
That's Castanet is at the flying out.
Dude, I know it's not. Castanet probably done messed the rate up. Rate probably was fine. You know, it's funny. I actually follow her. We about to go way off topic, but I remember I've been following her for years. I told you I've been on Twitter for years, and she actually tells a story where she slept with a guy in college because she liked him. Like she thought he was attractive. I'm about to misquote, but I'm almost sure she said it was 400. But she was like, that's the dude in college.
Damn.
And he came up with $400 is not a little bit of money in college. Maybe it is now. But when I was in college,
no,
it was $400 was not a little bit of money.
We was putting in money to get a bottle of Ciroc, so nobody had.
I would absolutely, if I was in college and Tiana came around, I would absolutely get all my boys to like chip in 100%. Like,
unless it was like refund time, because back then,
if it was refund time,
y'all had the good college refunds.
Yeah, if it was refund time, I would have lost my whole refund because I would have been like, hey, I got another $400
tonight. Come back. It's not 2 pops, is it? Look, I wonder how that works. Can you call a sex worker the same night and be like, yo, this was kind of 2 pops?
If they like you, they'll come back over and want to charge you. But it had to be like within the same time, allegedly.
I'm mad because I know a sex worker I can call right now and she will pick up and her voice is too distinct. And she's a client of mine. And she's she's a former sex worker. Like, for real formal. Not even playing.
Like,
yeah.
I would go let it fly, man. I do not throw people up under the bus.
Nah, she's done. Only reason why she told me she was a sex worker, she was like, yo, I seen you took my friend pictures.
I mean, if you are already a stripper or OnlyFans girl, you're already in sex work. You're already in diet sex work at that point.
Yeah, it's like
if
that.
If you're showing your cervix for $3, like, do you really think that the line is getting drawn?
It's like when you get the Gatorade Zero.
Sex work is better than Gatorade Zero.
Absolutely, but OnlyFans and stripping is like Gatorade Zero, and then I'm on the strip.
Yeah, you go get the Gatorade. Like, it's
that's
like,
the real. If I'm on the street looking in cars,
why is Amber Rose there? I guess was the basis of our question.
Well, my thing was Amber Rose sat up there, and I told everybody this. Amber Rose played everybody's face when she up there did that slut walk. And she was talking about feminism, playing in their field, right? And she was talking about sex workers playing in that field, even though she's a former sex worker. Do you know how powerful it would have been? Amber Rose, I'm speaking to you now. How powerful it would have been if you would have put up there former sex worker and feminist and you spoke for Donald Trump? The reason why is because then you get to lay on all the things that you spent the last decade what'd you do cosplaying in these damn communities to get there.
But again, right, whenever like the party the party of family values, right? Mm-hmm. They always play in Dem's face because they always say one thing and do the other. And then and again, Democrats per usual try to do the same virtue signaling. You know, y'all sending freaking, Harvard law review editors and people to the White House, and
now they said what Quavo,
and they send in freaking con men or confidence men to the White House. Whatever, look, I don't care.
And Joe Budden, I'm going to be listening tomorrow to see if you call her out because she is a friend of your show. You love her. She's been on your show, and y'all have been letting her skate for a month or two on being corny, like y'all letting Melissa Ford skate on the fact that her and Takara was dating Drake at the same time and they didn't tell each other.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to throw your friends up under the bus. I get it.
Well, Takara's doing a full-blown interview right now.
I get it. You don't throw your friends up under the bus.
Do you? I throw you under the bus every week. I throw your brother under the bus every week.
Yeah, not like that though. Not like that. I can see them laying off. And again, I could. And Amber Rose again. Amber Rose is getting off on pretty privilege. Like, she's a pretty girl, pretty woman.
She is.
However y'all want to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
like the girl is bald headed with a tattoo on her head, and I'm still like,
price is low.
Like,
she can come to my house.
Still cute.
Yeah,
she's still cute.
She's still fine. No, Amber Rose is fine. Her body is sick.
It's pretty privilege. Is what it is.
Like, we didn't see her sex tapes. She got a tape in that blue lingerie. I have no problem with Amber Rose going to talk. My thing is, I think this should open up every black woman's eye, because Amber Rose, who plays on the I'm racially ambiguous, it's a lot of red flags here that black women just oh my gosh, I'm about to say it. They just shook their ass and kept walking and tilting their head, not paying attention that, hey, sis is playing in y'all face.
That's why, but that's why anti-black misandry is so important, is because as long as you have that common enemy, right? Yeah. As long as the common enemy is black men being controlling, insecure, not good fathers, not good dads. Like, as long as you can keep those narratives going,
you can ignore
everything else that's actually happening in your face.
Absolutely, man.
And speaking of happening in your face,
yo, sometimes you got to recognize when a real sniper is in your room. If you with your girl, what's one celebrity who walk up, you're gonna be like, all right, let me pull her closer just in case.
If I'm with my girl's
it's a sniper.
My girl's a baddie.
Yeah.
I did probably the biggest simp in the world, like Drake. or any NBA player. Like, I'm grabbing my girl hand. Like, just I don't have time for this. I'm way too. I get upset way too quick.
My girl has given me the list, so I know the list. Like Michael B. Jordan walk in the room, I gotta tell her, like, all right, let's go. Derek Jeter, she's gone. I've lost her. She's done. Drake, I've lost my girl already. That's why I go easy on that nigga on this podcast, because it's gonna take one DM and my wife. And let me put it like this: you laughing? I'm dead ass. I go easy on this nigga because if he slides into my wife's DMs, I'm gonna crash out. So she ain't gonna even do nothing because my wife ain't a goof. But I'm going to have to show my ass, and because I don't work in corporate, I can do it. You know, certain risks I can take.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of these baseball Dominican niggas. Well, she don't mess with Dominicans no more. She said they cheat. All of them cheat. All of them got 2 families that you don't know about. And
I've heard that about the DR. I've not been to the DR yet. Out of all the places,
no, them niggas come here.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, but I heard like the women say that, you know, they prefer not dating because of like how they act.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Meghan Good, who has top 5 nicest lips in the game,
gorgeous lady.
She is beautiful. Interview with Shannon kind of dry. I'm gonna let it go.
It is.
Shannon,
but that's her personality. Like, I don't even understand like why she was even there outside of, hey, we got a movie coming out.
I think she's there so Shannon can get Jonathan Majors in a little bit. I think that's going to be a good, interesting interview. Shannon just got to be careful when you interview actors because they know
they're not act.
Such as somebody just shot me and I put the black power fist in there because I used to be a reality star actor. But whatever. Meghan Good was walking, looking good, and she holding this, you know, this nigga look like he was in the movie of Life. You remember Life?
Yeah.
You seen Roots before. You seen when what's that John Coffey from what's the Green Mile? You know that outfit he wore, Michael Duncan. this slave looking nigga, and he gets on my nerves. I don't mind. Let me tell you like this: when it comes to what's this dude's name, Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Mike had an issue. I don't have an issue with if you want to hold flowers and you want to be on the front of Ebony and you want to, you know, be emasculated. Mike had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to believe what they say. You cannot believe what they say. Like I've said this on many podcasts ago. I have pretty privilege. I know I look good. I'm fine as shit. All right. So when somebody say something about me in the comments, I know it's not true. Black men allowed black women to tell Jonathan Majors that he was beautiful and gorgeous.
Oh, they told us. They were like, we hating on him. Like, we don't like him. You know, he's the creme de la creme of men, and y'all are jealous. That's what we was told.
Until that nigga with blue eyes walked in on his girl. If you don't know, Michael Ealy is a sniper.
Michael Ealy is not an unattractive guy.
He is a sniper.
Like I put it like this: if you walked in, like, you know, you and your girl are supposed to be meeting at the lounge, you walked in and Michael Ealy sitting next to her. When you walk in,
yeah,
like you're gonna feel something. You're gonna feel something inside.
Did y'all talk?
Yeah, you're gonna feel something inside. Like you're not gonna be as secure as you were when you got out the elevator.
Oh, facts. So Jonathan Majors and Meghan Good, I speed this up. They was walking. Michael Ealy walked up. He allegedly he spoke to Jonathan Majors first. That video came out later, but the video that we all got first, that only one that matters, is that Michael Ealy picked up Meghan Good, spun her around, and dropped her.
And she's squealing like a little pig.
This was the most. I laughed so hard.
That was dirty work. That was dirty work.
On who part? Jonathan Majors, we gonna shoot you some bail.
Yeah, Michael Ealy. That was dirty work on Michael Ealy's behalf. Because I mean, it was a real dry dap up in the beginning, right? It was you know, it's one of those things like the dap up was one of those like, I like your girl, but you know, we cool. Tight dap up. It was a dry dap up. It really for two guys that are major stars in Hollywood. First of all, it's not like there's 100 black men starring in shows in Hollywood.
Facts.
It's like 12.
12.
So I know all y'all know each other.
Facts.
Y'all probably share agents, talent agencies, marketing companies. So I know you know each other. So that dap up, it was dry.
But that hug lets you know I really know her.
yeah, I know your girl. And that's disrespectful. Look, do not pick my girl up for one. Dap my girl up, man. Dap my girl. I don't care what your history is with my girl, right?
My favorite part when they kept showing J. Cole taking a picture with a fan, he dapped the dude girl and walked out.
Yeah, that was Gabrielle Union and D Wade.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know who the celebrity was.
Someone that he probably could have picked her up in front of D Wade. He wouldn't have cared.
D Wade he would have loved it.
Yeah, he would have loved it. So it's like, yo, man, like that was like mad disrespectful. It says something that I don't want to read into it. But I will say this. If you pick my girl up, I'm picking you up next, right? And I'm not picking you up to fight. I'm going to hug and spin your ass around the same way you just picked my girl so you can see how that felt.
Jonathan Majors picking up Michael Ealy.
Jonathan Majors should have been
hilarious.
He should have, after he did that, he should have picked Michael Ealy up and spun him around. He's a big guy.
Exactly.
He should have did that. Like the moment he would have put her down, he should have came back in, got another hug on Michael Ealy, picked him up, and spun him around.
When does Jonathan Majors check this type of behavior? Because this is a conversation. Because let me put it like this. Can you imagine a girl coming up to you while you walking with your girl and jumping in your arms and her feet
and getting spun around,
or trying to get spun around, or her wrapping her legs around your waist?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you
gonna lose your girl that night.
Yeah, she gonna be pissed off.
Absolutely. So there is a conversation to be had because you
even
don't
his look, man. He looked like he was like kind of sad.
What
like,
I do, boss? What I do?
Yeah, like like man, what do I say? I mean, look, it's a conversation, but the truth of the matter is, the only person that could protect Jonathan Majors in this situation was Meghan Good.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. When do he have this conversation? I think he have it in the car.
Meghan had this conversation like way prior to them showing up, right?
She had this conversation with who?
With Michael Ealy. Obviously, they know each other.
Yeah. That's clear.
Obviously, they know each other. Like, she should have been like, hey, like, look, I've gotten that message before. I'm gonna be out tonight with such and such.
Oh, you want to pod today? That's why I wanted to go exactly with this.
I'm gonna be out tonight with such and such. Just want to let you know, right? And then it's like, yo, if I see you, I'm gonna throw the hands up, right? Like, what's up, girl? Like. That's the conversation you have so your guy that you're with don't have to deal with that. That's the woman's responsibility.
Jonathan Majors, you have this conversation in the car? Well, no, Jonathan Majors, let me put it like this. You need to start having conversations in the home because the last time you had a conversation in the car, you lost it all, buddy.
Yeah.
So you start having conversations at home where there's no driver, no cameras. Also, Meghan Good, I want to let you know, we're back to Jonathan Majors. Hold on. I feel for Jonathan Majors because this is when you realize in real time that somebody either had your girl, wanted your girl, or they got static with each other. They got potential. That's what Jonathan Majors learned in real time. Meghan Good, you have to extend your arm when Michael Ealy walks up to you because that spin lets me know, kind of like Jay-Z, Serena, Solange and Beyonce in the elevator where we was like, this ain't the first time.
I think she forgot. I think she was happy to see him, and I think for a moment because to your point. When your girl sees, because he did dry dap Jonathan Majors up. And when she saw that dry dap, that's when she should have like leaned into her man and gave him like that high five. That friend high five was like, damn boy, I ain't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you in forever. But that because like I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Michael Ealy it did seem like he picked her up before she really had a moment to react.
Bro, that's why you put the hand out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like her like his comfort level is way too high.
Mike, absolutely.
His comfort level is way too high.
That's because he don't like this nigga. I'm back to what you said. It's only 12 of us out here.
Yeah,
20 max.
Yeah, it was a little. I won't call it dominance, but I will say it seemed like Ealy was posturing.
It came out to me that Michael Ealy and Jonathan Majors probably at one point in time had ran across each other, and it was probably little bro, big bro type deal. Because you know how dudes who be like 6'6" and muscular, how they be acting when they see you. I had a nigga at Waffle House walk up on me, man. He was like, yo, you take pictures? I'm like, yo, you was too tall to be talking to me.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? But it was cool.
I mean, but they seem to be like in the same space. I mean, who's been in the space long? I mean,
Michael Ealy.
The first place I remember Michael Ealy from was a show on Showtime. What was it? It was like
Michael Ealy been around too long.
Yeah,
Michael Ealy.
I mean, that was like 2006. So I mean,
he was
definitely
in the first
before
barbershop.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Barbershop.
Yeah. That's when he had the braids and all the girls love that. That nigga was a thug.
So he, I mean, to your point, so it could be a little sunning that's going on here. I will say as a man, like, dude, me and you can be out, and I don't know your wife like that, obviously. But like, I would never pick your wife up, bro. I would never pick your wife up and spin her around, right? And like, even like women that I know, right? Like,
yeah,
I would not do that in front of that man. So that's what I'm saying. It's posturing.
I've gotten the phone call. This is where I wanted to get to before we move on. I've gotten a phone call like, yo, you gonna be at this party? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. All right, who you going with? I'm going with such a. Who you going with? Oh, I'm coming with this dude I'm talking to.
Yeah,
that is code for when you see me. Don't try to come over here and dance. Don't, when I give you a hug and I pat you on the back twice, the church hug, well, you know why.
You speak to the guy, man. You speak to the guy. You dap. Because here's the thing. As a man, right, if I'm out somewhere and I'm out here with a young lady and there's a guy that comes up, right? Like, first off, if you see me there and you speak to her and you don't speak to me, I'm already like, yeah, I'm a posture now. I'm pulling her into me. But the thing is like, yo, but if you come up and you're a guy, you come in and you speak to me first, and you like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, how you doing, man? What's your name? We speak. Hey, Lucy, how you doing? Ain't seen you in a while. How y'all night going, right? At that point, there is no issue. Like, yo, even if y'all have history, right? You're being really respectful, right?
I'm laughing because I was out this weekend and I saw a girl I haven't seen in a while. I've never had relations with her. She's almost like a little sister, and she was with a dude, and I was waiting for her to introduce him, and she didn't, and we left. And I texted her, and I was like, yo, who is that you with? She was like, oh, we dating. I said, oh, I ain't say nothing. You ain't introduce that.
But even as a guy, like, I'm gonna introduce myself to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo,
you older, mature.
I don't want you dealing with that, bro. Like, yo, I'll introduce myself, you know, and I'll talk to you. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to the young lady. Michael Ealy is old enough to know that. That was posturing. It was a very dry dab. You know, it does kind of make you wonder, like, what's going on between Ealy and Majors. Like, did Majors take a role from Ealy?
Nah, I'm telling you what happened. These new actors probably came in and it's like, yo, we the new league now. And then that white girl happened. And got him up out of there. Words on the streets is that Tyler Perry has a banger. He got some heat in the streets. Was not the worst Tyler Perry production I've ever seen. I did not watch Mia Culpa, I believe. I ain't watching shit that Tyler Perry got his name on.
But here's the thing.
Unless you want to sign us.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna say about Tyler Perry movie, man. This is the first thing I'm gonna say. All right. Men don't associate with men that are like the guy that Corey Hardrick played. Right?
Okay. What's the basis of the story?
The basis of the story is Corey Hardrick is being raised by a matriarchal mother that runs their home, right? Okay. He had to kill his father per his mom, you know, because she said that his dad was bad.
Okay.
She has like 4 sons. One is dead in the beginning of the movie. One dies. Well, obviously, Corey dies. Spoiler alert.
Damn.
And like another son got shot. Right. So like these are all the things that are going on in the movie. Now, this is what I found ironic was I think Tyler Perry was trying to show something. He never came out and said it. Right.
Which is
mother-led homes create these type of boys. And I was waiting for him to say it. Right. Like that. It got me interested in the movie. He never says it. The restaurant scene. Where Corey,
I've seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, where Corey is yelling. Like I'm like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on that has another black man across from the table that don't address the behavior. And I think that was him playing into like, hey, ladies, yeah, see, black men are soft. Of course, the women are saving themselves in the movie. Mm-hmm. But overall, it wasn't the worst. But I saw that and I was like, Tyler Perry is going through. He's going through what Kevin Samuels went through.
Oh, what's that? Where
you start one way. And then when you start hanging around guys that are older and more mature, and Tyler Perry is older, and when I say more mature, I'm talking about like you start moving into your masculinity, right? Where you, as a man, you have a responsibility to society. And I think this movie, he was like, I'm gonna still give y'all ladies the you save yourself and men ain't shit. But he definitely made sure you understood that it was the mama that was causing all these issues in the movie.
I think I haven't watched a Tyler Perry movie in forever. I'm not watching no glitter sex scene because that just don't seem fun. I don't even like when I don't even like panties to the side sex. Like, yo, I don't like friction on my dick. So I don't need glitter.
I need you to grow up. I need you to grow up. I need you to grow up, bro.
My mom, we had lunch on Saturday, and she was like, yeah. I don't know why Mike let you just say some of the stuff you say.
I have no reason this grown man. Everybody has ages. What I always say, everybody get all their credit, right? Gavin gets all his credit. Like Gavin said that. I don't look.
The problem is Mike met me officially. He re-met me when I was 21, and I was the quiet person out of the group.
Yeah.
So I just sat in the corner and didn't say nothing. And just, whatever. So now I get to get my shit off. Yeah, I don't like friction, so I'm not watching no glitter sex scene. So I said all that. I don't know why I said that. But I said I haven't seen a Tyler Perry movie in a long time. But I do believe Tyler Perry is reading the comments. Yes. And what I mean by that is
absolutely
it goes exactly what you're saying. Is I do think black men pulling him to the side and saying, all right, bro, yo, I tell a great story. One thing I always give Tyler Perry, his movies are always color graded beautifully. They look good. I say that to say I know a guy who during COVID worked for Tyler Perry, and he said when he met Tyler Perry, he said the first thing he asked me was, "Hey, what's your favorite Tyler Perry movie?" And he said I looked at him and I froze because I just thought it would be a hey, how you doing? He said hey. One thing he always said is Tyler Perry believed in everybody being black that's there.
Yeah.
Or a person of color next. And he said he always treats everybody with respect. He had nothing but high praises. And he said when Tyler Perry asked him, man, he froze. And he said Tyler Perry dapped me up on the shoulder and said, bruh, it's okay. And he said, why? Why don't you, why haven't you watched it? And he was like, yeah, some of the shit.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that I see, like, I just don't agree with that. Like, he was like, I grew up with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad raised me. He grew up with both parents. He was like, I was in a happy home. I had the same exact job my dad had growing up. And he was like, I can't relate to the movies.
Yeah.
And he said Tyler Perry looked at him and he said, bro, I really felt like he was like, okay. So I say that to say, I do believe Tyler Perry reading comments. I do believe that you realize that, you've made your career off of the backs of broken, emotional women.
Yep.
Black women. Let me be very fair and clear. Black women, made his fortune off of that.
That's been his audience. Like his audience is, angry black women.
Yeah, and
I think that's the name of one of his movies, isn't it? Don't he have a movie named Diary of a Married Angry Black Woman? I don't know.
Probably.
I do not know a list of Tyler Perry movies.
The plays was fire, but even those, like when you look at the messaging, it's like, damn. We really getting there, and I think things are changing, but it's super cool, man. I ain't watching it though. I mean, if I see enough people talk about it, but I ain't watching it.
Yeah, that's actually Diary of a Mad Black Woman. So that's literally his audience. That's what he does. So, but like I said, I watched the movie and I thought that was unique because we often speak of the problem in our community with boys being raised in mother-led homes. Like we discussed that a lot, like the impact of fatherhood on just your emotional, everybody looks at well, what do you bring to the table, right? And it's always like just financial, right? Just financial, right? Just give me the money. And it's like, no, like emotional maturity is a huge thing. And a lot of times you get that from your father, where it's like, is that, I'm not helping you, right? I'll watch you struggle, right? Mm-hmm. And I think one of the most remarkable parts of that is when I got older, I now look back and see how hard that was for my father. Right, mm-hmm. How hard it is to not help. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I want to help, right? Because I go through it with my son, where it's just like I want to help you. Yeah, but the lesson is in you struggling.
Absolutely. Complex. We ain't gonna go over the whole list. Complex dropped their 25 most influential hip hop media list, and we ain't make the list.
We did not make, but we're not really a hip hop pod. But I saw this and I was just like. Because I was going through some of the people that was on the list, and I was just like, man, like, it's people on this list that I really wouldn't consider hip hop. Like, let's go to, what is his name? What is his name? The guy with the curly hair, light skinned dude.
Elliot Wilson?
No,
I'm about to say because he definitely hip hop.
I'm going through the list right now. Like Jason Lee. Like Jason Lee is all pop culture. How is he on this list?
Jason Lee got hip hop unlocked, Hollywood unlocked. That's all hip hop.
He has Hollywood.
Yeah,
Is it okay?
Yeah,
so is it
that's
hip hop?
ratchet
Is it hip hop because that's all that blacks do, or is it hip hop because it's music?
No, Adam 22 don't interview nobody with music. He interviews thugs and killers. You seen that nigga who killed Pop Smoke? Got out on bail.
Yeah, and on there, they'll be telling us
Gen Z and they are. Oh, I was about to use the R word.
I think that word's making a comeback. I don't know if it's as bad as
it ain't back yet.
Vance, you're right. It's not back yet. Twitter is bumping it out though. Twitter is, boy. I have not seen the R word and the N word so much since Elon took over. And here's the thing: I always tell you, I'm a free speech absolutist, which means even if I disagree with what you're saying, I'm like, you know what, whatever, man. Like I do not believe that there should be a consequence for people's thoughts. I think there should be a consequence when you're doing those thoughts on behalf of a business. But if it's just you, I say what you want, man. Okay, now I will say let's go back. Let's go back to the list. Is Lil Yachty and Mitch, is they pod really doing that well to be number 12 on this list over Rory and Mal?
Rory and Mal shit is bad. It has gotten bad.
Okay.
I'm in Roy and Mal is so bad that if you go in their Reddit community, they kick they back in every week. They don't like the pod no more.
Wow.
I will say this, and I've said this plenty of times. Roy and Mal are 2 B mics, and Joe Budden was the A mic. When you have 2 B mics talking, it won't never work because they don't know how to lead. It's getting boring. Mal is emotional. And I really think that Drake and Kendrick shit just put a sour taste in everybody's mouth with them 2.
Is Joe Budden
And Joe Budden shouldn't have been 2. He should have been 3.
Yeah, he definitely should have been 2. I mean,
no, he was 2. He should have been 3 to me.
You think he should have been 3?
I'm putting the year Castanet has had, the numbers, the streaming, the people who's had in there this past year has been unbelievable.
I think it's because he's not new, but like having the Nicki Minaj's on, the Tylers and stuff. I think that
you had Kevin Hart and Drewski in there for 24 hours. Like that is, and then the first person y'all call is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You had Mr. Beast in there. I don't think people know how big of a deal that is. Mr. Beast don't come sit down with nobody.
No, he don't. He's done his own thing.
Yeah, and he's the number 1 YouTuber. But you know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I don't know how I feel about academics being number 1. I don't really listen to academics at all. So, I mean, even if you put academics at 3, I'm giving, damn.
I think what's crazy is didn't Ack and Budden start off together?
Yeah, Joe Budden made that joke all last podcast. He said, I'm responsible for a lot of people on this list. But he was like, I ain't going to say nothing. He said, the only person I am going to say is Ack. He's like, so I'm partially number 1. You know, whatever.
I mean, when you know what? When you put it like that, Joe Budden should be number 1. Like, now that you bring that out, that Joe Budden should be number 1. Because yes, Ack is on this list because of him. Roy Mal is on this list because of him. I won't say he made Charlamagne the God, but we definitely
he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. No, he did.
Yeah, who else on this list that
he's influenced a lot of stuff. I mean,
if we being transparent, right? Like our shit ends up being similar to his.
Yeah,
and it's like it's respect, right? Because you got to go where the culture goes, but we don't listen. Here's the thing: we don't listen to Budden and come and do a pod, but we're following the same shit in the culture that I think his pod follow. Yeah, and I do. We have heard our shit on his pod, so
clearly somebody
up there is listening. So I mean, big ups to the pod follow. I'm never gonna disrespect the man that's number 1 in his field ever.
Yeah, I guess I just saw what Castanet did last year and I thought it was interesting. Vlad was number 6. I don't know. I don't feel bad about that. But y'all know I don't like Vlad the person. The business part is dope. The people that you're interviewing is dope, but Vlad is just a shitty person. I told Mike a joke off camera about how Vlad was talking to Birdman's brother and they're talking about Soulja Slim dying, and he was like, yeah, I was working on the Tupac mixtape that was winning all these awards, and in the middle of it I called Bun B to say, hey, Soulja Slim died, and I was actually the person who told Bun B, and it was like, the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Not a fan of Vlad. Why? Now, there's a noticeable omission from this list. And is it just because they just blew up at the beginning of the year?
Who?
Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
Club Shay Shay is a noticeable omission.
That is interesting. Yo, woo.
Like,
because Shannon Sharp is hip hop. I'm sorry, you sit down. Let me put it like this: hip hop culture and black culture are so synonymous.
yeah,
Did I use that right?
I believe so.
I ain't the grammar person.
I'm pretty sure I said admission instead of omission the first time around. So
Cool.
whatever.
So, they're so synonymous that it's like they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
And the sad part is when you talk to people that are not of the culture, it's hard explaining to them like,
What is it?
Yeah,
What
'cause
do you mean black culture? And it's because black people have really only started gatekeeping black culture in the last 2 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because we are so family. It's like when the cousins come over, like, yo, like we're cool, and then when the cousins leave and stuff broken, grandma looking at you like no, grandma.
Fact.
The cousin's broken. I didn't break it.
Speaking of the culture, Shannon Sharp, that is interesting. We need to do a deep dive on that. That might be what you need to go live about. Mike's YouTube channel is coming. It's almost a year. We should put money on this. I would have won that. Dr. Umar has been in a battle for the last week. I love when Dr. Umar does.
Low key, he's spiraling, bro.
You think so?
I think he's not getting the attention that he used to get, and I think now he's trying to go more and more like what's provocative.
I don't think it's gotten. I think he's gotten easier. I watched his interview. I love Dr. Umar, not because I believe anything he says, just because he's just out of control. Like he just says stuff. Like this man really went on the Breakfast Club and says he wants to have a boot camp for bunny hoppers.
What does that even look like?
He said he'd bring the men in, he talked to him, and he'd be like, yo, and I thought this was true.
The bro's not coming back, bro. once men leave the states, they're not coming back. It's over.
No, he was talking about white women.
I know what he said, but I'm just saying like once brothers leave, bros, like they're not coming back.
But you know what? Dr. Umar has very much always sat on when it comes to brown people. If they identify their African part, they good in his book.
I agree with him on that. I do.
Me too.
I do. Like when I talk to like women in other cultures and they're my complexion, I'm like, yo, I need you and me to agree on who we are. And then if we agree, we're good on that. Because I don't want to deal with that issue.
Facts.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Oh,
what happens first, Dr. Umar School or the YouTube channel?
Dr. Umar School is coming before your YouTube channel.
I'm gonna let you take the shot. I gave it to you.
Look. Definitely. I thought you were about to ask me something serious. That is the easiest answer I would ever give on this spot. Dr. Umar school. He just got to get flooring, and he said he good. So I don't know what the hell you do.
I find the time to go live. Man.
You got the game now. You ain't finna go live.
Nah, man, because we got.
You got NCAA.
This summer has shown me that we gotta get the money up. So it's coming. It's coming.
Absolutely. One of my favorite Dr. Umar videos. Hold on, let me say. But he was on there fighting with Eminem stands. This might be clickbaity. This is for y'all. I know that album was ass because y'all was quiet all weekend on Twitter. Man, I know it was.
I'm so tired of y'all. I'm not even gonna talk about the album. I'm just gonna let it go.
I know it was ass because y'all was too quiet.
Oh man.
And the fact that black people was not talking about it pissed y'all off because you couldn't call them racist for saying it was ass.
Yeah. Because y'all go too hard.
Yeah.
Y'all go too hard in the paint, man. We got a freaking. I need to count how many words that is. I was genuinely interested in the dissertation that's under that Eminem video. I'm like, this has to be 1,500 words.
Oh, you talking about on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, on the YouTube channel.
Oh, bro wrote me a book. I was shocked.
I'm like, this has to be 1,500 words.
So when I started to read more and it dropped like 5 paragraphs. So for y'all don't know, was it on the reel? That's made it even worse.
I don't know which one it's on. We're getting our backs kicked in on YouTube basically by Eminem stands.
Bro, I think our video is like a 19% upvote. Like you know how they've been picking at Drake for having more dislikes than upvotes? That's our video. So you do not know, we have an Eminem short that's like close to 100K and all of it's negative. It's so bad that the people that support us are DMing us saying, yo, I just can't help. Like, this is bad.
We get our back kicked there,
The
bro.
crazy part is they coming at me, and I was trying to stop Mike for coming at them. So it's the greatest video. This is what happens when black men stand up for black men. It's just like, yo, man, they 60% of the country,
dude.
So we talking about Eminem, and in there, I just went on this rampage where I was writing people when they was calling me racist. I'm like, tell me where it's racist, because only thing I'm saying is, yo, I think it's weird when black people have to beg white people for something. For some reason, that's, they want, why you had to bring up Lil Wayne was black. Well, he is. And he struggles with racism. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And then we talk about Eminem. Eminem don't even like the white shows. That's the joke about all this. But anyway, they are telling us how great Eminem is. And when his album came, Mike was like, yo, I'm trying to listen. I said, why? Yeah, I was confused.
I tried to listen because y'all went so hard telling me how great he was that I was just like, all right, I'm gonna listen to the album. And again, I have no commentary because y'all have ruined our algorithm right now on YouTube, and we got to get it back.
Yeah, we got to
get our algorithm back. So I have no intention of re-engaging y'all.
And I just knew that clip was gonna go on fire. If the Eminem album was fire,
we needed it to go to the complex. Like that was the audience we needed.
Nope,
and for whatever reason, they pushed that shit over to the Twitter 4chan.
I got a question for you. So Eminem has a line about Candace Owens on the album.
Fair or foul?
Oh, he kicked her back in.
Yeah,
but no, not fair or foul. Eminem does this. I'm not even gonna never go fair or foul. Eminem talked about killing his mom. He's made lyrics about Dr. Dre. Eminem is funny. Yeah, he does his buzz thing so people like Candace Owens can do it. Who do the stands pick? Eminem or Candace? Because they share the same stance.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, obviously, they're gonna pick Eminem for obvious
over Candace.
Reasons. Yes, for obvious reasons.
What's the obvious reason?
I'm not saying it.
Why, you want to be called a racist?
I do not want to be called a racist for obvious reasons.
Look,
whatever reason you're thinking in your head right now, that's why.
Eminem stands. I call y'all to the front of the congregation.
Please don't.
Please pick Candace Owens, the black queen savior, over Slim Shady.
They're not.
I want to know who y'all gonna pick.
They're not.
And I made it so funny because literally 3 weeks ago, I told you, I'm like, yo, they love both of them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and then the album come out, and he kicking Candace back in, and they laughing at Candace. I'm like,
the crazy part is, it's like I don't dislike Eminem, right? I don't even think I called. I didn't even call him garbage. Not even gonna go back and rehash it. But
he was.
But this is the thing. Look, I love Eminem, right? Like when you come
now, you love him.
No. I love. Yeah, I know, right? They done attack me to the point where it's like yield.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. No, but no. What I'm saying is like you need that friction to make things go right. Like the NBA sucked, and then Larry Bird got here, right? For obvious reasons, it ain't suck as much anymore, right?
Yeah.
WNBA sucked. For obvious reasons, it don't suck as much anymore.
Yeah, you better not say it.
Right? It's like, it doesn't, and it's like, yo, you sort of want that, right? Like that kind of makes it special when you have two sides that are pulling against each other, and neither side is really saying that, you know what? We enjoy Duke beating the hell out of UNLV the same reason why y'all enjoy UNLV beating Duke, right?
My line on it to everybody was, when the presidents go sit in that AME church and we call it corny then, and y'all call it corny as white folks,
yeah,
I'm not mad at if I say, hey, about Lil Wayne. But whatever, man. Enough of Eminem. I ain't even going to post that clip because y'all not going to keep ruining my channel.
Yeah, that hilarious. And
I love all of y'all. Let me play my Dr. Umar video right quick. I know we got to go, but hold on. Baby, I ain't going to be able to get you from the airport today. You better Uber home.
Better go get your baby.
Nah, I ain't getting her. Bruh, she left me at home with this kid, man. This boy, he been kicking my back in every day. My boy is so he out there, dog. Is this nope, it's not the video. Hold on. Damn, where my video at? Hold on. Nope, ain't it either. Hold on, y'all. Who is this? Nope. Oh, I need that video next. Hold on. It's only one more click in here. So I
want LeBron to play with his son because the optics of black males, and I think it could be a small motivation for black men to do more with their sons and more with our boys. So I want to see LeBron and Bronny on the same court with one disclaimer: if I don't catch Bronny James bunny hopping no damn more, if he's bunny hopping, I'm not supporting him.
Stop dick policing, man.
Come on, man. He can't bunny hop, man.
Yeah, stop dick policing, man. Go where you love. We open this pod up with a man saying how much that woman loved him.
Yeah.
Go where you love, man. Wherever that is.
Yeah.
Wherever
absolutely.
that is.
You better. Because if you don't, you be out here single as hell.
One time, and that just really fucked you up.
I wouldn't say I had my heart broken. I started to understand women a little bit more as I got. Well, early on, I understood that like she's not mine. Even if she may be my girlfriend, she might be influenced by other people.
No, KD, got your heart broken.
Hey man, I told y'all, you don't own these women.
Hey man, KD too rich and too tall to be dealing with this.
Look,
go where you love, bro.
We have to apologize to KD. He said in that interview, that list that we read out and rang him out for, he said that shit was totally fake.
Oh, okay.
He was like, it was one of them, you know how the Twitter accounts, you could put like, you could change the name and get a blue check?
Okay.
He was like, yo, that was fake. He was like, I didn't even respond to it because I'm like, he was like, yo, that shit was so weird and corny that I was just like, so KD, Mike put me up to it.
I mean, look, KD, you've also had burner accounts, so it's not beyond you. So with that being said,
KD, we still want to sign?
Hey, we apologize, man. We apologize. But I do see what KD's saying though. But KD's also what, 35, 36?
Yeah.
You at the age now, man, where you got to mature, and what other people do can't bother you. It got to be what you do. Like that's something that I wish older black men would really express to younger black men, is that, yo, those emotions and the insecurity and stuff that you feel and how you deal with those emotions when you're young, when you get older, you have to handle stuff way more mature, right? There's nothing wrong, and like for instance, like insecurity, right? There's nothing wrong if you are feeling not secure. It literally just means you're not secure. If your woman have left the fucking barn door open on y'all relationship, nigga, you ain't secure.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not feeling a fake feeling. It's a real feeling, right? But you got to understand, how are you going to deal with this now, right? Who are you as a man? Again, KD is way too tall and way too rich for him to be having the problems that he say that he's having when it comes to relationship. Like, yo, mature as a man.
Facts. Angel Reese said that she ain't flying nobody out.
Hey, if you ain't got it, just say that.
Oh gosh.
Those been all the comments, man. Like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you, black men, y'all are the most hilarious people on the internet. Absolutely. I would hate to see the internet without black men.
Oh, facts.
Y'all comedy is just so top tier, bro.
And for the women that's listening, that's like, nah, that's funny. No, we taking the gay black men too.
Yeah.
They count. They with us.
We taking everybody. Like, yo, black men comedy online, like the sarcasm, like the way that you're able to flip things, and people think that you're being serious. Like Angel Reese, first off, Angel Reese, if a guy really, really wants you, and if let's say if you chose a normal guy, right?
Fact.
Angel Reese probably makes several $100,000. Let's just say $1 million a year. Easily, she makes that when you include her endorsements. Not in the WNBA, but like off of endorsements and stuff. She okay. Maybe appearances. Maybe. She probably pulls in. She probably pulls in 7 figures, right?
I hope.
If she ran across a guy that was a director and it made $175,000 a year, she was just like, hey, I think you're really, really attractive.
Yeah.
What are you ever in Chicago? That man will be in Chicago on his own dime.
Yeah, flights ain't that expensive.
Yeah, in a week, 2 at the most. So I really think she missed an opportunity to be inviting and roll with the joke.
I think she ran with the joke.
Like, roll with the joke.
Serious,
it's like, if you think we're flying you out, like, sweetie, nobody's expecting you to actually fly men out. But you should. Y'all women should. I've been flown out a couple times.
See how Mike just flipped the script so easily. I laughed and I saw it because she figured stuff out. Ain't she still a teenager?
No, because they had. I think they have to be 22 before they even get drafted to the WNBA.
Nah, they ain't school that long.
No. In the WNBA, I think they don't take anybody under the age of 22. I'm almost certain.
Nah, because they only in school for 3 years.
No, they're in school for 4 years. They don't.
Not because Caitlin and Angel could have went back to school.
Let's see, WNBA minimum age.
But you are gonna have the cornballs. So there is this narrative like that black men are doing that. Yo, fly me out. Like I get flown out for her because dudes is doing. Men have found a unique way. What's age?
Drizzle. Domestic players must be 22 years old by the end of the calendar year. International players must be 20.
Okay.
So
interesting.
These all.
Okay, so yeah, you do your 3 years in college and you get drafted. Long as by that year you turn 22.
Yeah.
All right, cool, bet. I laugh because it's like dudes are doing what the girls doing. Like, yo, y'all birds.
Look at us knowing what the WNBA age limit requirements are.
Yo, but
we for the peoples, man.
Didn't make the top 25 though. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry. I sent out a couple emails yesterday. I sent out a couple emails trying to figure out how these pods, 3 episodes in, I got 80,000 views, and I'm like, yo, who did y'all pay?
Yeah,
because look, we trying to pay them same people. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1.
Where do you think he's going next?
Probably independent, and he gonna realize he ain't gonna make that much money, and then I don't know.
Skip's near retirement age.
He is, but I mean, in his job, you can keep this going.
Yeah, you keep it going forever.
And you in LA. I mean,
do you think he's gonna reconnect with Stephen A?
Shannon Sharp should flip that whole studio over. Let me tell y'all this right here. Shannon Sharp. Only people that's more mad about this is the ESPN execs who gave Shannon Sharp his deal.
Yeah.
3 months ago.
Like, can you imagine, with the whole thing between Shannon and Skip, and then low key between Shannon and Stephen A. And then Skip and Stephen A.
Let me tell y'all
start
something.
a show.
Only thing that ESPN would love more is to get Skip and Stephen A. back together. That is the ultimate show. That gets you your ratings back. That gets you everything back. Let's be for real. Let's keep it a buck. First Take sucks.
Yeah, it's always sucked.
It has sucked since the day Skip has left.
Yeah,
we dealt with Max, and then it got weird, and then Stephen A. backdoored him, and then we was hopeful for Shannon that he turned the Coonan down or off, and it's just been a bad show. Molly's mic is always on now. Monica ain't on there. She did come back. I don't think Stephen A. was there. It's just been interesting, an interesting show. And Stephen A. has made it known, I want what Pat McAfee got. He got to create his own show off of a platform, and ESPN said, we are going to buy it. And Stephen A. has said that on Joe Budden. He has said it off of Joe Budden. He has said, my goal is for them to buy the Stephen A. show.
But see, and this is where we have to do better as African American men, is what Pat McAfee has and what Barstool Sports have.
Okay.
Is their fan base is with them, and I don't want to say they're uncancelable, but they're damn near uncancelable.
Damn near. Well, part of that because they fan base like them being raw in them.
Yes.
Pat McAfee goes, he was doing a pod in a tank top.
Yes.
I done told Mike we got to do better at dressing. Like, we couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or we got to attract the people that's like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So their fan base. So Stephen A., for him to have that, because Stephen A. doesn't have all black men that are just like, yo, what Stephen A. have to say, right? Like we have debated more against what Stephen A. have said on this pod than we've said, okay, Stephen A. was right here.
I don't know if the majority of black men really rock with Stephen A.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And it's sad to say that, and I don't know.
But when you look at Pat and when you look at Barstool, like, dude, Barstool, I respect the freedom that these guys get to have, man. Like what they get to say and do and act and perform, and they get sponsorships. I'm like,
what Aaron Rodgers did on Pat McAfee, if Cam Newton do that on the Stephen A. show, Stephen A. is getting canceled that day.
Yep.
That's just the life of how this thing works. And I say all that to say, ESPN would have loved if Skip would have announced his leaving 6 months ago. They would have looked at Shannon and said, you're not getting a deal. We're going to try to figure out if we can get them two together. And Stephen A. would have backdoored Shannon. But Shannon, you got good. You and your thing. I don't think ESPN is going to bring Skip back on there with them three, because the fact of Shannon didn't talk. He's made it known. I haven't spoken to Skip.
They haven't spoken, yeah.
And but I will say this. I'm interested to see what Skip does. Also, I still think it's weird that Jalen Rose still don't have a job. I'm going to just keep throwing that out there.
I don't know what Jalen did.
I don't know what Jalen did. I don't know what he did to Molly
or didn't do.
Or didn't do.
I don't know what's going on
the
with
fact that Jacoby is on FS1. Jalen Jacoby had a pod, and Jacoby is on FS1, and Jacoby was saying it over the weekend. It'd be nice if somebody picked this pod up.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me because ESPN probably got perpetuity. Y'all better stop signing that shit in there. Jaylen Brown versus Nike. I'm gonna speed this up. I don't know what's going on. I think it's weird that the best player on the Celtics, I said it, is not on the Olympics team. And for those who are asking, don't understand, yes, I believe that Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. I ain't gonna say who. I believe Jason Tatum is more skilled, but I believe the better player is Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Look at when you need a bucket, who gonna give it to you?
Oh, all day. I mean, Jaylen Brown, and I think people forget how ballyhoo Jaylen Brown was. I mean, I think he was the number 3 player. I know he was the number 3 draft pick, but I think the year he graduated, I think he was like number 3 player in the country.
Absolutely.
You know, so like the dude can ball.
And just because you skilled don't mean first you could be skilled and not translate. And I'm not saying that about Jason Tatum. A perfect example of that is Michael Beasley.
Yes.
Every NBA player who speaks about Michael Beasley says when he's on the court, he's the best player on the court.
Yeah.
They talk about how he whooped LeBron's ass in practice, right?
Yeah.
KD has said, we grew up in the same city. I've never beat him in basketball a day in my life.
Yeah.
And it just, sometimes it don't translate. You know, sometimes the Denver Nuggets will get farther with Chauncey Billups versus AI.
You know what? So the whole Jaylen Brown thing getting left off, I really don't get. I don't get it. There's quirks about Jaylen where I'm like, I can see why it ends up this way. But there's a clip that just dropped like last night or maybe the night before of he's out with his girlfriend. I can't pronounce her last name. She's there with Angel Reese, and they're watching Summer League. And he's like, and in the clip he says that Bronny's not ready for the league or something along those lines.
He said he's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
And then his girl says, "Well, I think he'll go to the G League."
Yeah, he'll be fine in the G League.
He said, "Nah, with his dad last name, he'll be
in the NBA." And I think that showing that part right there, I think tells you why he's not on the team.
Jaylen Brown, you have to learn to do what LeBron do when he talk. He cover his mouth. Because we don't have audio of this. It's lip reading. And that's the crazy part. That's why LeBron does that. From all intents and purposes, everybody says that Jaylen Brown fell to the Celtics because he was too smart for the first 2 teams. They was like, nah, he too smart.
Yeah. He's his own man.
I think some of that NBA PA, you the president.
Yep.
Maybe you didn't say some things about people that got stock in Nike and it's just weird. Yeah. Maybe Nike tried to sign you and you thumbed your nose up at them. I think it could be a lot. I'm not too big on Kyrie's supposed to be on the Olympic team. I'm sorry.
No.
We don't need no more point guards.
Not after that finals.
Not with that defense.
Yeah.
Kyrie is too wishy-washy. Kyrie will play 2 games and be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked there. Jaylen Brown should be on the team. You're the best player on the Celtics. I do have a thing about big brands making sure you don't make it. Go watch Vlad's TV's interview with Fire Festival, and I fill y'all in. Lil Baby Mama dropped a clip talking about basically when Lil Baby calls, she gonna answer. And you had an interesting question.
Is this part of the reason why dudes do not date women with kids?
No, it's not. You think so?
It was a question, bro. If I'm asking, that means I don't know.
As the man who said he wouldn't date women with kids, have you changed your mind on that?
I didn't say I wouldn't date women with kids.
Oh, I'm gonna insert the video right here.
You should. I did not say that. It was more. It was way smoother than that. I never picked that fight. I told y'all it's fights that I don't have, man. I told y'all those who will not be named. The community.
Go ahead. You good.
Let's see here. Bigots and angry black women, black feminists. I do not engage in those fights online.
Mike don't know what the hell he be saying half the time. but go ahead. So is this a reason? So you would date women with kids? That's what you lying to say now.
I'm lying to say. I mean, I've dated women with children before, man.
I ain't asked that. See, y'all be changing the answers.
Yeah, yeah. But I see what you should do is play little baby mama video and hear what she said. And the question was, is this a reason why men sometimes do not date women with kids, right? Because she like to your point, right? She's like, yo, it's always gonna be something between me and that guy.
She did say that part. Hold on,
Yeah.
because I'm almost there. I got your ass. You done messed up. You done messed.
Hey man, you've clipped it.
Hold on.
But if you listen to the whole video,
No. I asked y'all a very clear question. Y'all lucky I can't find this clip.
it's just like one of the first ones.
We did that at the old studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like one of the first clips.
I know. That means I got to go back and find it. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
I'll say I have. Yeah,
Hold on.
Who's out
Shout
here
out to
looking
Eugene,
real?
man.
I have. Yes, definitely. I've dated women with kids.
Date. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why you say it like that?
That added level of clearing things.
Don't worry,
through
Mike part is coming up soon,
other
man.
men
Yeah.
bothers the shit out of me right now. Right now.
Gavin's
I really
edited
don't
version
like
of what I said, I'm
having
sure.
to go through another dude.
If I deal with a woman to have a child, I expect to have to deal with the dude. If he's not around, not available, not a good person,
This actually
to me,
good for
that's
you.
a reflection upon you.
And this pissed off
So I
women.
need you to clarify: are you still that person, or are you a different person?
Oh yeah, see, I knew I was smoother than that. It's hard. It's hard to catch me with something really controversial on air.
Oh, I played. Well, that's the clip version. I unclip it. Mind y'all, what y'all didn't hear is when I asked the question, there was a long pause and all the dudes, and I have all their faces looking at me like rolling their eyes. I would put it like this. She did say there always be something with him. If my baby mom is in the 1% of the world and that is my income, and let me tell y'all something. This is why men got to be careful who they impregnate, especially men of money. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
These ladies really be going around doing bookings, going to shows, doing club appearances off your name. And you won't never make $1 of that, but you still got to pay them child support, right? They would literally hire your baby mom to host a party. She'll get her 2 to 5 racks, and they'll say, Gavin Bowere's baby mom, Karina, hosting at Onyx tonight, right? And she'll get that money, and I still got to pay out child support. So I look at this and go, it is that. Now, if I was single and being the man I am now with a child, I would date a chick who has it. I probably would only date a chick who had a child. I wouldn't date, but if I had to date, I would only. But I am also the same guy who looks at people and say, yo, if you ain't got home straight, I'm not walking in nobody's home that's not straight. I'm not talking to the chick you and your baby daddy got static. I'm not talking to the chick where you and him don't. I'm not coming in to raise your kid.
How old is Jada? What's her name? Jada Waiter.
I don't fucking know.
How old is Jada and Lil Baby's child?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up to them.
I think that plays a part. I think it was a valid question, of somebody saying like, "Hey, I think this is why men don't want to date."
And she hit a lick. I don't know if they had a kid before he got famous, but if you did, yo, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
She's only 26.
Yeah, Lil Baby ain't that much older, but I mean, you got a baby daddy who's in not even the 1%, bro.
Oh yeah, they got a 4-year-old. Yeah, man, that's fresh, bro. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I date a woman with kids and the kid is like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Maybe by the end, the baby daddy is tired of the box. But
yeah, because these
when they be having like 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, like, bro, they haven't made it to kindergarten graduation yet, man. Kindergarten graduation bring everybody together.
Yeah. Do not date a woman with a kid that's under the 3rd grade. You got to see how the school schedule works.
Yeah, man. Like,
it's her kid in after school.
It's a lot of things to bring the parents back together, man. When the kids are young, bro. Like, the kids stay sick. Like, nah.
I done talked to a couple of chicks who had like young kids. That shit never worked.
Yeah,
because niggas start figuring shit out.
Baby's too young, man. So I don't know. I think it was a valid question. I'll date any woman that is a good woman. If you're a good woman, I don't have a particular type, a particular size, particular color. I don't. I love everybody.
Yeah, unless a baby daddy dead or in jail, he got to be doing real time.
Man, I'm not dating nobody who's baby daddy in jail.
Why? They might not have a reflection to do with her.
Oh, bruh, no, thank you.
You don't. I understand that, but that don't be. You said a good woman. Don't change it now. Her man going to jail ain't got nothing to do with her.
You're right. She might have gave herself over to the Lord. You're right.
No, or that has you thinking of the worst. He could have he could have been doing check fraud. She don't know about it. They wasn't married. He was an active father paying shit. Check fraud. Nigga gone. You know how many people we went to church with that if you go look them up on CNPD records, they got check fraud.
This is true. This is true. It's a valid point, man. When you bring up a valid point, I don't deny it.
It might not have nothing to do with her.
I don't know.
You said a good woman.
Okay, to the point of the question, young kids, I think that should be like yellow light about to turn red for most men.
What? How young? I'm saying anything under the third grade.
I'm saying you gotta get past kindergarten. Kindergarten is it's a very emotional time. It's the first graduation.
Yeah, avoid that.
It's like,
avoid that.
Yeah, it's an emotional time, man. Like,
and don't date her once that boy get to middle school.
Yeah, like
you better check back later.
Yeah,
dog.
so that's all I'm saying. It's like I get people being hesitant.
Can you imagine dating a chick with a middle schooler? That seems stressful because them kids, that's when they start feeling themselves.
Yeah.
3rd to 5th grade for me.
3rd to 5th grade.
Yeah.
Look, man, if you got a kid, I don't know. Marry your baby mamas, man. Marry your baby daddies.
Unless he in jail. Or she in jail.
She's in jail.
She might be the prison officer. I still believe that video fake. What you got playing this weekend? I know you better play the game. I'm really gonna download the game. I gotta go to Atlanta this weekend. I'm downloading the game for you. We gonna Twitch us playing together.
Yeah, man.
Pause.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Shit.
Hey, man, playing NCAA football. Get some golfing in this week, man. That's about it, bro.
Is that boy really that good on the game?
Who?
Y'all wide receiver?
Yeah, he the truth. He the truth.
Is he the truth in real life?
Yeah, he the truth in real life.
Because that ain't what Facebook is saying.
Nah.
But
he was a freshman last year.
I
catching
love
balls
South
from, he was catching balls from, damn, what's my quarterback name? I forgot.
The black boy played this shit though, right?
Yeah.
So y'all about to be up.
Hopefully. I'm
gonna play with UNCC. We can play each other. Why you laugh? All right, yo. I want to thank y'all for listening because what you're not gonna do is disrespect our school, the school you graduated from, with me on the same day at the same time.
This is true.
But you're not. Oh, we do got shout out to the Black Dads Clubs. We do have some hats. This is Mike, so I can't wear it. It's gonna be in our store, so please check it out. This one, not so much. I gotta fix it, and plus y'all keep saying it look like the Dad Gang. And it kind of do, but the Dad Gang wouldn't give me a coupon code, so
we give you coupon codes over here. Hey man, keep supporting the pod, man. Sorry our algorithm's fucked up on YouTube. Gavin decided to engage with the racists
twice,
so
2 weeks back to back.
Hopefully we'll start back showing up in y'all timeline soon.
And with that, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.
It was on our ass.